Hello, Aries. We are back. I actually bought some casino cards today to do some reads with. I don't think I'm gonna use them because I don't know how to substitute the cards just yet. I have to study them, but I just bought them. So just want to let you guys know for future reads, I will be subbing with some regular playing cards because I've seen other readers do them. So I will be trying that out pretty soon. So with that being said, also I'm going to get on board. I'm behind and catching up with my Patreon and doing these extended reads, but I will be on that this week. So right after I follow up with doing this read for you, I will be doing your extended. That will be on Patreon. So if you check there, it will definitely be there this week. And they will be included in a $3 subscription, $3 monthly subscription. You get all unlimited access to all the extendeds. That's where my extendeds will be. Either way, I finished with school. Just to catch you guys up, I will be focusing full time on this tarot stuff. So if you're interested in a personal read, please check the description box below and contact me. Okay? And I'm pretty damn good at this. So let's get started with your read with that being said. And this is going to be a compatibility spread. So it's a timeless read. It's just for each of the signs to see who they're most compatible with. Or if you're with someone, then this will reveal if you're compatible with that person. Okay, so it is a 7-card spread. Okay, and we'll get clarifiers as needed. All right, so we're calling on the Divine Father of Light and Creation, as well as the beloved Mother Earth. For the Aries Collective, we include or invite their spirit guides, as well as their ancestors and light keepers, their soul tribe. In other words, thank you, Father, for allowing me to be a vessel of this divine light and clarity for the Aries nation. All right, and with that being said, let's cut the deck. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let's flip these around a few times because I kind of charged my cards last night and got them all cleared out. So I want to make sure they're all in good standing. So here we go, setting up the spread for Aries. We're using the Cosmic Tarot deck. Okay. A lot of yellow energy here. Friendship. All right, so in the first position, you have your once, Aries, and from this relationship, and it's the Ace of Swords in reverse. I think there's a delay in the way you're seeing things or doing things when it pertains to this relationship. I'm not going to read signs. You know who you're with. You know who you're dating. So overall, I'm just going to say what the energies of the cards are revealing. Okay, so I see in the Ace of Swords again, but what you want, Aries, is really undefined at this moment. You're not really sure what you want. You're kind of still figuring that out, and you're doing that by being open with your communication, but still reserved, still cautious, and not jumping out there and making assumptions as of yet. Whoever you're dealing with, whether you're single or not, if you're single, then this is the person that, this is the Death card. I think the Death card is either Cancer or Scorpio, but either way, the Death card is your, in reverse, is your position for your for your other person, and what their wants is transformation. The Death card in reverse, well, the Death card in the upright is the end of something. So this is the end of something moving into a new beginning. So therefore, the Death card in reverse, I would say your new person, or it's either a new person if you're single, or either someone who wants a new beginning with you, Aries. Okay, so then as far as your differences with this person, you have the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is reunion, reconciliation, togetherness. Okay, so I don't know how that would be differences. Three of Cups. We'll get some clarification if need be. especially on that one. With the similarities, you have the Magician in reverse. So this is not paying attention to your intuition, not following your higher self. Yeah, maybe both of you guys have a tendency to forget your own worth or your own strength, your own power, your own spiritual power. You lack clarity at times in what direction and purpose you should be going in. And I think you share a similarity with this person. With this Ace of Swords here, as well as this Magician in reverse, there's a bit of confusion as to, you know, how to move forward in life overall. So, and that's your wants, and this is the similarities. So, they must have the same similarities of not knowing how to move forward when you have this difference of Three of Cups underneath the Ace of Swords, and the sword is pointing at the cups. I would say that there's a lack of satisfaction in the communication department when it comes to when you're in your dating life. Like you don't seem to understand how, or people don't get you. People are not understanding exactly what messages you're conveying in your not just your speech, your body language as well. I think that's why the Three of Cups is here. You know, there's a difference in how you express yourself, Aries, over, you know, your mate. And so maybe you're not as aggressive or assertive with how you go about communicating your wants and your desires. Your love language is a bit more reserved, and you like to see how the other person leads first before you kind of jump out there and become presumptuous. Let's move into the emotional position then, with that being said, and how you guys relate to each other emotionally. Ace of Pentacles, that's good. You both are hard workers. You both are looking for the next best opportunity when it comes to career and finances, and, you know, investing your money properly and building up that wealth. Okay, so in the physical position, how you physically are attracted to one another, do you guys have that spark, that chemistry? This is the Two of Wands in reverse. So with the Two of Wands in reverse, of course, it's like a lack of decision, the indecision part again, with the confusion and not knowing who you are, where you stand, and what direction you should move in. I think leaves you, in both of you guys, in a place physically where you don't know how to move. Like, you know, if you're not attracted to someone, you know, it's easy to disconnect. When you're attracted to someone and you don't know, you don't want to make that move that makes them feel like, okay, well, she's super aggressive or he's super aggressive. You're not ready. You know, maybe it's a reserved person you're dating and you know that they're not ready for the next level yet. It's just too soon. And so you're trying to play it out, you know, and I think both of you guys are lacking making a further decision until you figure each other out more. You're learning each other at this point. Okay, Aries, and then your mental capacity and how you guys relate on a mental capacity is a Justice card. So you both react fairly to the decision making process. You weigh things out, pros and cons, and kind of make a informed decision before making a move forward. When it comes to this Three of Cups, I want to get some clarification from the divine about your differences. This Three of Cups with, you know, it seems to be a passionate union of, you know, maybe somebody you dated before that you're reuniting with, and you're not sure, Aries, if you're going to give them a second chance just yet, but you're kind of just starting anew. Like, you guys are like, okay, well, let's start over. Let's just, you know, reignite this by starting over and saying, hey, hello, my name is such and such, and my name, even though you already know each other, like that type of situation. And so I think that's why also this Ace of Swords is in reverse, because you're kind of refraining from, you know, giving too much the second time around. Here we go. Let's see. So I thought this was a creative way to do a love spread. That way, if you guys are dating somebody new, you would know exactly, you know, if this is something you want to invest your time in further, right? Okay, so, and if not, if it's somebody you've been with for a long time and you're kind of confused as to why it's not going anywhere and why your relationship is stagnant, this can also reveal from the divine exactly why it's stagnant. So that's why we're going to figure out these differences right here. So divine light, please give me the clarity that we need for the Aries nation on why this Three of Cups, is here in the upright, for the differences that Aries shares with their current partner or future partner. There we go. Let's see, that's 2 cards. And you have Temperance, Balance, and the Ten of Wands. So a lot of struggle. It's like that struggle love. It's not karmic, I wouldn't think, but I think it's just a lot of work that you have to put in to get things rebalanced, right? And you're kind of like, I don't really want that stress. Like, it's a lot. So, like, I know what I'm getting into because I know where it led from, or where it came, what it led to before in the past. And so I think you're looking to the past, Aries, and maybe that's why this female, this feminine energy in this card is looking to the past, and the other person is looking to the future and trying to restore that balance. But Aries is like, nah, too much work. You was a headache. Like, sorry. And maybe that's why this Ace of Swords is in reverse, because you're just listening. You're just kind of watching them with a watchful eye. Like, let's see where this goes, but I'm really not feeling it, to tell you the truth, right? Because at the end of the day, I already know. People don't change. They change when it benefits them, but they don't change like just for you. Like, okay, I'm gonna just go be a better person for Aries because Aries wants me to. No, they have to want to change, right? And you know that already, Aries. And so either way, I want to also know, I think it's good to have your emotional standpoint be the Ace of Pentacles, because like I said, both of you guys emotionally are in a place of like understanding that it's hard to have a healthy relationship, and it takes work, right? And so it's hard work to have a healthy relationship. And then with the physical, the Two of Wands, both of you guys are in delay. You're not moving too fast. You're just taking your time, getting to know one another, or getting to know, reconnecting, and trying to reestablish. And then in the mental, you're in this justice place where you both kind of make fair decisions about relationships and about, your life and what you want out of life. And so that's balance. What I do want to know is why your wants is the Ace of Wands in reverse, and also why their wants is the Death card in reverse. And then with the similarity being the Magician in reverse, we don't want the Magician to ever really be in reverse. We want the connection to the divine to be, we'll take that for the Magician. That's two cards that popped out. Two cards that popped out for your wants. Okay, so then we'll get two more cards with the Death card. And we don't want, cards like, well, the Death card is good in reverse, but when it's in reverse in the field of, or the position of what someone's wants are. And two cards, that's kind of cute how that just popped out. Two cards for everything in your read. You get double clarifications. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with the Ace of Swords, which I believe is your energy, right? Ace of Swords is Aries as well. I think most of the aces are Aries. Ace of Wands, I believe, is Aries as well. But either way, so we have the Ace of Swords in reverse for the first position for your wants, Aries, and you have Justice in reverse. Justice is also here in the mental position that's in the upright. Okay, so your mental compatibility being, having this Justice card in the mental space in the upright is that balance that you need to make fair decisions, right? And be just on all sides. And then you have this Justice in reverse here next to the Ace of Swords in reverse, meaning what I think means, and then the Ten of Cups also in reverse, you're not happy. So you're not going to communicate what makes you happy anymore. You're like, if you got it in you, then you got it in you. Like, I shouldn't have to tell a man how to be a man, and nor should a man have to tell a woman how to be a woman. Like, those things are automatic, right? And so you don't have to define what you need from people, especially people that you've dated before, you given a chance and they can fudged it all up, and now they want to come back and get a second chance. Okay, well, ride that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give you any pointers anymore. Like, I've given you the chances, and so I think that's where your mindset is at. But you're still kind of just playing along. I think that's what it is. You know that this person can't make you happy, and you know that you're not going to get the justice that you are seeking. As far as their position of what their wants are, the Death card in reverse, this transformational energy with this Four of Swords. Okay, so like a sacrificial lamb energy, quiet before the storm. Like, they setting you up. They making it seem like they've changed their ways, but they really haven't. Aries. That's why you're probably not feeling it. You're like, come on, whatever. This is the Eight of Cups in reverse. So they are regretful that they abandoned you, that they left you in this state of they made you the sacrificial lamb then, if that's the case. Like, and so they put you in this state of transformation, and now they want to come back and make things whole again. But you're like, no, the transformation was good for me. Okay? I actually grew from that and became a more balanced individual with out all the extra shit. Okay. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not going to be your doormat, right, Aries? I mean, I think that's what you're saying. Like, you're not going to be anybody's doormat. Yeah, no. Okay, so moving into the similarities that you guys shared, though, the magician in reverse, this indecisiveness, this like confusion as to where you both stand with each other or where you stand in life, like how to move forward without one another. I think the Mother of Wands and the Sun card in reverse reflect this protective nature, this passion and this burning fiery desire to be with one another, and you want to protect one another. You want to make sure one another is good, like moving forward, like you care about one another. You don't want the worst to come to one another. But at the end of the day, you just know it's not going to work. It doesn't bring you happiness, okay? It's like you want that person to be happy. You love that person enough to let them go, and you love that person enough to want them to be happy and put your happiness aside. You can find your happiness somewhere else, right, Aries? You're like, this don't look like happiness to me. So I'll go and recreate that, and you go and recreate that. And that's about as much love as I can give you, right, Aries? I feel you. All right, so thank you for joining in once more and watching this compatibility love. This is kind of like my first focus of love spread. And so this will be up for you sooner than sooner. And what I'm gonna do for the extended is a completely different spread. So my extendeds will be a little bit different. They won't be like an extension of this. I feel like whatever the divine wants you to know here, unless it's like I don't want to like lead people to like, come on, I got some more crumbs for you. Like, no, because I purchased some extendeds before from some readers, and I was like, that's it, like another 5 minutes of like, no. So what I'll do is I will elaborate in a more extensive read. So if it's a love read and you want to see the extended from this love read, it'll be a more detailed love read on the extended side, and that's how I'll do it. So it'll be a completely different spread. I'll regather the cards, shuffle them up, and then have different positions and different questions. So it's an extension of the beginning of whatever this message the divine wants you to have. But I think overall with this message, there's no compatibility here other than the fact that, you know, both of you kind of want to see where things kind of work out to be this time around. Maybe you're just bored, or maybe you just don't have anything else better. You know, there's nobody else that you're interested in right now. So you're just kind of like, well, dinner and a movie is not, doesn't sound too bad. Like that's what I read here, but it doesn't really resonate as to just like a romantic love blossoming anywhere in here. No lovers cards, no cups, no nothing. So anyhow, thanks again. Namaste. Love you, Aries.